dead empty here at Walmart. I gotta try to get down to Rogers, Arkansas. Pick up the loads going to Edwardsville, Kansas. I think they want me to go to the shop there in Kansas City afterwards to get the gear guard and steps on this truck fixed. They haven't actually said anything to me, but I saw a thing that said case update, and they've been talking about it for, you know, a month. I wish they'd communicate a little bit more, but you know, it is what it is. Go hook up this trailer, and I take you with me, but it's pouring down rain. At least it's not freezing rain. It's cold, but it's not freezing. Work. Head on down to Rogers. Try to get this thing loaded tonight. Grab a couple things. Woman at the desk, you the one in my fuel island? You need to move. I was like, yeah. She's like, you need to move. I was like, I will in about 35 seconds after I pay for my shit and leave. It's like, don't worry, I won't come back in here and buy a damn thing. It's like, your parking lot's full. You'd rather me just not come in and spend a little bit of money? Because I can do that next time. Late for my appointment. Let's go see if they'll load me or not. Hello.
You said 277-801 and 0180?
Yes.
So you're gonna have to wait till the
Okay.
Because there's no more product for your load.
Okay.
They come in as early as 6.
Okay.
5 or 6 a.m. At that time, you can come back and ask them, like tell them that you're here, that you're waiting on your load, and then she'll be able to tell you like a good time when it will be loaded. It should be loaded right away. Shouldn't take that much.
Okay. So come back in at 8 or 6. I'm parked over there, out of the way. Am I good to stay there, or okay?
As long as you're out of the way.
Yeah, I'm parked into a space with the other trailers there. So. Okay. Thank you. Can I get your name so I can tell my dispatcher? Hannah. Thank you. That happens sometimes. They don't have the product for my load, so she said to come back in 6 o'clock in the morning when the next shift comes, and that they should have enough product then to load me, but she's not sure. This load's supposed to be in Edwardsville at 10 a.m. and that's not happening now, probably. It's only a 3-hour drive, but if they take more than an hour to load me, then I won't be able to make it up there by 10. But there's nothing I can do now for the next 5 hours or so. Just hang out here. Maybe take a nap if I can. I've really only been up since 6:30 this afternoon, which I guess is 7 hours, but I can't really go to sleep. But she said, like drivers understand pretty early on, is if you're going to a manufacturer, not a warehouse, this stuff can always happen. You can always get somewhere in the product not be ready or not have enough for your load and have to wait for the manufacturing side to get done boxing it and, processing it. I've sat at Tyson places for 2 days waiting on product. The company I'm with now doesn't do as much Tyson work, or at least the account I'm on. When I was with K&B, it was like 75% of what they did was Tyson. So I spent a lot of time waiting at Tyson plants. So we'll hang out. I'll set an alarm clock for 6 a.m. Go check in again. See if they can get me loaded then. Well, they decided to put me in the door now and load what they do have on the trailer. And then the morning shift will finish it off when they get here and get the product they need. Well, these guys can't get their freaking story straight. Like, called me. I gotta go ahead and back in the door and we'll load what we have, and then the morning shift when they get there we'll finish loading you. I was like, okay, so am I going to be allowed to stay in the door until they're done? Oh yeah, no problem. They start loading the thing. 30 minutes later he comes knocking on my door, wants me to pull out so they can close it and seal it and then park in front of the door, and then they'll finish loading it in the morning. I could have just as easily waited until in the morning when they had everything they needed to load it and got loaded once. Like, you're just making me do shit for no reason. It didn't save any time. I'm still gonna sit here all night. They could have just as easily parked that stuff right in front of the dock door, ready to load me in the morning, and when they were done making the rest of the product. Shippers do weird stuff, man. And the reason I asked him if I could stay in the doors, because whenever I turn the truck on, if I move too fast or too far, you can switch me over to on duty or drive time. So I was like, I try to avoid moving it as much as I can if I'm gonna try to get some kind of a break in, so I can get the thing delivered tomorrow. But haven't done this in a while. I thought I'd try to time myself. Some scrambled up. Alright, see if I can do this under 3 minutes. truck. Waste time. Start this truck. Air pressure build up while I go talk to these people. Abide. Almost. Fixed it. I'm still waiting. So the supervisor's on his way in. Just trying to make sure those truck drivers know how ugly we are. He's popular. He's the youngest guy here. He's the supervisor.
Hey guy, you're taking 882 cases. All we've put on there is 252.
Okay. I mean, you guys just let me know when you're ready to open the door and back in. I'm parked in front of it now.
Okay, good deal. It might be a mid-morning affair.
Okay.
Probably around 9-10 in the morning.
I mean, at this point, I'm not even fretting it, brother. It's like whenever it gets done, right?
Appreciate it for working with us, all right?
I'm a truck driver. I've been doing this a long time.
I wish everybody was like you guys.
You gotta expect that shit coming into a manufacturing plant. Sometimes product's not there. It ain't you guys' fault. You're doing what you can. I'm gonna go lay down for a bit. Just have somebody knock on the door and let me know, and I'll open up and back in.
Once you hear us knocking like the police,
yep.
that's us, all right?
Appreciate it, brother. I say, ain't no reason to get all upset at him. It ain't their fault. They're just trying to do their job just like me. Get all upset about it, then you're the asshole, not them. They ain't done nothing wrong. Shit happens sometimes. Okay, well, I can't be moving every couple hours. I gotta stay off duty. That's the whole point of me putting in the door last night. If that's what they were gonna do, they should have had me park over there last night. Apparently, they're ready for me to go back to the dock. Well, that was the first for me. They loaded that trailer, partial load of product last night. My nose is still burning a little bit. I opened that door and it, took a breath. It kind of burned my nostrils for a second. I went back and I took a sniff and it really burned my nostrils. And I stepped back and you can see fumes coming out of the freaking trailer. I didn't want to take another breath of it because I didn't know what it was. And I thought about it for a minute. And some of these places put dry ice in with the product to keep certain products at a certain temperature. I feel like they should have told me though, because dry ice is carbon dioxide. And if you just breathe in carbon dioxide, that's a good way to pass out and die. But I didn't want to back up to the dock and not tell them in case there's something like the reefer was leaking something. But I mean, I opened that trailer and the whole they're like a plume of fumes was coming out. You could see it in the air. I was like, I definitely wouldn't walk in there, but I guess they're fine. I went and asked them about it. I was like, is there dry ice in that thing or something? And she had to ask them. I was like, yeah. I said, okay, that would have been good to know, but I know now. For that thing, I don't know how in the hell they deal with that. Just one little whiff, and it was like, oh, the whole trailer's full of it. Which I left the door open for a good 2 or 3 minutes. At least there's some fresh oxygen in there. It's weird. I need to get this thing weighed, and then I'm gonna shut down. I'm gonna give them a call here in a minute. Let them know I don't have enough time to get up to Edwardsville, and then I'm exhausted and need to go to bed. So, see see how they take that news. You know, just about like every other time I ever try to call there, I couldn't actually get a hold of my dispatcher. But I told the guy that did answer, it's like, best I can do is 1 a.m. I don't think they're going to take me 1 a.m. Probably be closer tomorrow morning, sometime later tomorrow morning. But I'm going to go up to Neosho and weigh this thing apart because I'm tired. Woke up all congested and snotty. I saw a guy on TikTok had a really great idea. He's a equipment operator. And he has a pair of moccasins. And his equipment, takes his boot off at the door, dirty boots, and wears his moccasins and his equipment. Might have to do that to get a good pair of slip-on moccasins. Well, at least I know I don't have to go sit at the terminal all day tomorrow. They got me pre-planned on the load over at the Kansas City Underground. I'm not as nervous this time because I've been there before. That place is a lot tighter than the one over in Carthage or in Springdale. Not Springdale, Springfield. But I've been there before now, so I kind of know the process. It's a weirder one because you just go in. You know, every other underground place I go to, there's a process. You have to park outside or there's a guard check, you check in. This one, you just go into the cave and like drive around like you're in a city and try to find the place with no directions, no nothing. Just good luck. But I've been there before. I've been to that exact place before, and I know where I'm going this time. understand it. It's like, you just slow down, and big part of it is stay in your damn lane. Like, if you're, uncomfortable going over 20 mile an hour, why the hell are you switching lanes back and forth, back and forth? Can't tell you how many times coming through this freaking city this morning that, I'm over in the far left lane as far as I can be to try to stay away from the slow pokes, and somebody will just jump out in front of you. It's the stupidest damn thing. You want to know the worst time to jump out in front of a semi that's going twice the speed you are? Ice and snow. It's not like I was going fast. I was going 40. And it's not cold. It's just the air cooled down. But it wouldn't be sticking except for the amounts. And as soon as it stops snowing this afternoon, it's going to melt immediately. It's already melting. It's sticking just because there was such a large amount of it. But it's not going to stick around. He's wearing freaking tennis shoes or sandals. Is he wearing sandals? Yeah, he's wearing sandals. What a idiot. They convinced these morons to put shoes on when there's 6 inches of snow on the ground. Moron. They're done with me. I'm gonna start the next video here. I'm going back over to the underground here in Kansas City, so that'll be fun. At least I know my way around there now. Thanks for watching this one. It didn't take too long. We'll get these bills and then